Famous.
So, how many drinks have you had? I asked. A neutral enough question, right? He dropped his arm from around my shoulder and he felt bereft all of a sudden.
Not so many. I'm just happy. Maybe I'm tipsy, but I'm mostly happy because you're here now. Believe me, when it was just us guys, I wasn't as happy, so the reason has to be you.
I laughed as his words vanished in sadness. I think the alcohol has already mingled with your gray matter.
What gray matter?
My eyes rolled to look up at the dark, starless sky, and to show him his humor wasn't funny. Most likely like laughing at himself and my reaction, they would have.
When was the last time you were at a bar?
I started. I don't think I've ever, maybe when I was in college or after. I really can't recall anymore. I tilted my head back to look up at him. They say the epidural does things to your brain, like make you forget stuff.
Ha! You forget stuff? Hard to believe.
It's true.
No way. I've seen you in action. Plus, Marcia just told me about that Halloween party she had almost forgotten about, but of course, you didn't. And to make things worse for her, you put together incredible costumes for the twins. And I wish I had been there to see it.
He nudged my arm with his. I should have worn a top with long sleeves. Maybe then my arm pressed against his wouldn't be as distracting. But when it came to my concentration levels, it was better than having his arm around me. I just dressed him up as James and Amber from Sophia the First. It wasn't like I sewed the costumes or anything. But yeah, that was when my emotions were at their most raw. I was glad I had those projects to snap me out of it and remind me that I needed to pull myself together for the twins.
Santi wore a white sheet with a yellow handkerchief in the middle that I had to cut into a circle.
David shook his head. He was a fried egg. I laughed. But that was because he hated the costume Marshall bought him and begged you to make it, right? He really wanted to put an egg.
Just because I told him that was the costume I had worn for last year's Halloween party. Marcia was so disgusted, she told me I had to be the one to make it. She didn't want to have anything to do with it.
David clapped his hand over his eyes.
The poor kid.
Well, he was mighty proud of his costume. I pulled his hand down so I could see his eyes. His distracting, beautiful eyes. Your nephew looks up to you. He's lucky to have you taking care of him. He turned his hand and wrapped it around mine. Like, it was something we did every day. Holding hands.
Just being a good baby brother.
He grinned. I wish I had a baby brother like you.
Well, I'm glad I am not your brother.
I felt my mouth go dry and let go of his hand. We should go back inside. They're probably wondering what happened to us. Won't your friends wonder where you are? His smile was lazy, soft, and like he could stay there watching me get flustered all night. Which rattled me even more.
Nah. They think I was picked up by 3 hot women and one extremely hot guy.
I laughed, forced myself to push off against the wall and walk towards the entrance. I didn't know what I was going to do or what would happen if I hung around him any longer that night. Things were getting too confusing and I wasn't thinking straight. When I got to the door, I noticed I was alone. David was still leaning against the wall, watching me. Are you coming or not? He grinned and made his way to me.
Yes, boss.
You better stop calling me that or I'll get used to it. He laughed.
You mean you aren't used to it already?
I shrugged. Not with 2 preschoolers, I'm not.
I'll have a talk with them then.
He I raised my eyebrow at him before pushing the door open. I can't wait to see how that will turn out.
Oh, ye of little thing.
Prove me wrong. I already won one bet tonight. Wouldn't mind taking two. Then I flashed him my GPS smile and headed for